Hello everybody, this is Twin Flame from LifeTree TV. The topic I will present to you today is about the outbreak of the new coronavirus disease called COVID-19. Here, I'm telling you that this epidemic disease, which is driving the world into panic, is not due to the work of humans, but caused by the heaven's intervention. Here is the message of the heaven about this novel coronavirus. The title of Captain Udeka's message is the heaven's message about the coronavirus disease 2019 or COVID-19. Please listen carefully. Humans like to imagine. Human beings like to think. This is not only the privilege that I give them, but also their own entertainment. Imagination is important because this world is being created and run through the imagination that someone is doing somewhere now. Thinking and imagination are very important for humans who have to gain material experiences because they are the driving force of human life and human thought. Now, the virus disease, which started in Wuhan, China, is spreading at a tremendous rate around the world, causing people around the world to panic. People are trying to complete a puzzle about the cause of this virus disease, as they want to see or as they have heard. Many people are trying to find the causes of this virus disease and tell the world about what they have found, as if it were their mission. Some of those who believe that solutions are possible only when the cause of this disease is identified rely on conspiracy theories related to the disease. Human beings who have lost the heaven from their hearts and who have no idea about the way the heaven works do not know that only the heaven can make a virus. Humans who believe that this virus was created by humans think that someone should take responsibility for this disease and that someone needs to be sacrificed and are still looking for the subject of criticism or resentment. This is a deplorable aspect of human nature. There may be some people who believe that the shadow government controls the human world on earth, but it is the heaven who is actually running the planet Earth. It is the heaven who sets up various theater stages and makes interesting scenarios for exciting plays so that spirit souls can gain material experiences as dramatically as possible. It is the heaven who plans and executes dreadful, astonishing events such as wars and pandemic diseases. Here is the heaven's stance about the outbreak of the coronavirus disease named COVID-19 that originated from Wuhan, China. Concentrated in Wuhan, but rapidly spreading around the world, this novel coronavirus is a virus that goes beyond human imagination, and its genome has unique nucleotide sequences that have never appeared on Earth. In fact, this coronavirus is an entirely new virus that human beings have never experienced before and is completely different from other types of viruses. The heaven has performed numerous experiments on humans and viruses about which humans have never noticed. The heaven has accumulated data through millions of experiments performed in the intangible deep layer and the intangible middle layer of the invisible world. which was done thoroughly through the way the heaven works. After successfully running the program for the birth of a new virus in the inchangeable deep layer and the intangible middle layer, the heaven finally revealed this virus to the tangible superficial layer of the visible world for the first time, leading to the birth of a new coronavirus in Wuhan, China. The new coronavirus, which first appeared in Wuhan, China, is a completely different virus from the existing viruses. At the level of human consciousness, people may well think that this new coronavirus was made in the laboratory by combining existing viruses such as Ebola, HIV, and SARS coronavirus. However, I'm telling you that the new coronavirus was created and sprinkled on earth by the heaven in order to prepare for the end times of the current civilization of earth. The heaven needs many viruses to run a planet. The heaven needs various kinds of viruses to run programs that the heaven has planned. The heaven has controlled the size of the human population on earth through epidemic or pandemic diseases. At every inflection point of human history on earth, the heaven has initiated new civilizations through wars and epidemic diseases, as if such events happened coincidentally. At the inflection point of history, when the SARS coronavirus was needed, the heaven prepared SARS viruses and sprayed them on the earth. Because the heaven needs the HIV to run the planet Earth, it sprayed this AIDS-causing virus on the earth. When both population decline and social changes were needed on a large scale, the heaven used deadly bacteria that caused the plague, which is one way the heaven turns the wheel of history. In line with the heavenly project to create a comprehensive version of the virus to prepare for the termination of the material civilization of Earth, the coronavirus that causes COVID-19 was created by the heaven for the first phase of the project and is currently under pilot tests. More than half of mankind will die of epidemic diseases at the end times. There are viruses scheduled to appear at the end times, and it is about time to create such viruses. Thus, a new coronavirus causing COVID-19 has been created by the source consciousness of Samhwang, or the Trinity Emperor, who has come down to the earth. And this virus is still being tested now. Also, there are 2 additional viruses waiting for pilot tests. After a total of 3 pilot tests are completed, the heaven will combine 3 types of viruses which are to be used for the pilot tests, leading to the creation of powerful combinatorial virus. This new coronavirus is included in one of the macroscopic scenarios of the heaven. Humans who don't know about this heavenly plan are now being confused by the biological characteristics of this virus, which are different from those of other viruses known to humans. The outbreak of this coronavirus disease will not be stopped through the scientific common sense of mankind. This novel coronavirus was created by the heaven in a way that goes beyond human scientific common sense and human imagination. Now, There are scientists who dreamed of creating viruses like this new coronavirus. There are still political groups who are trying to make a more powerful virus than this new coronavirus. There are scientists or medical doctors in the world who are trying to create deadly viruses to satisfy their own curiosity, to keep their power, or to win honor. However, it is not easy to make novel types of viruses. It takes a lot more time and money than you think to create a new virus in a laboratory. From the heavens point of view, it would be more correct to say that no human-made viruses exist. From the heavens perspective, viruses known to be man-made are nothing but modified versions of existing viruses. From the heavens standpoint, it is technically impossible to make a new virus with the current level of medical technology on Earth. Humans may succeed in making a new virus de novo in the laboratory, but they will not be able to activate this virus or maintain its vitality unless the heaven constantly provides vital energy for it. The new coronavirus spread in Wuhan by the heaven was born by the heaven through the 13th dimensional cosmic engineering technology. The new coronavirus has a higher level of consciousness than that of humans. Humans who can only identify viruses by observing them under an electron microscope have only deciphered the nucleotide sequence of the genome of this virus. The new coronavirus created by the heaven has a profound secret that mankind cannot access. The new coronavirus, which was created by means of the 13th dimensional cosmic engineering technology, has the 7th dimensional consciousness. There are 3 strains of the new coronavirus that the heaven created. The first strain, which is very infectious, was created to make humans feel the fear of death. However, the infection with this strain can be cured spontaneously by human immunity, as is a common cold. Of people infected with the new coronavirus, about 56% are bound to be infected with this first strain. Those infected with this strain will have only mild symptoms and can be healed without any treatment. This strain of coronavirus leaves no sequelae. The second strain is also highly infectious and causes systemic pain and fever similar to flu symptoms, but its infection can be overcome by human immunity. People infected with this second strain will account for 23% of those infected with the new coronavirus. The second strain does not lead to the death of infected patients, but if patients do not receive timely treatment, they may have sequelae. The third strain is a very powerful type of coronavirus, since the biology of this strain goes beyond human immunity and medical treatment. Infected patients with this strain are sure to die. Thus, death due to this novel coronavirus is linked to the infection with this strain. Initially, people infected with this strain are programmed to account for about 2% of those infected with the novel coronavirus, which will increase up to 21% at its peak. To promote the spread of the new coronavirus, the heaven has been operating an energy control center in Wuhan. Energy control centers that manage and supervise new coronavirus also start to be installed and operated in North Korea, South Korea, and Japan. Besides, the energy control centers are now being constructed and operated in many different regions of the world by the heaven to provide energy to the new coronavirus and to manage and control the consciousness of new coronavirus. The heaven manages the infection rate of this coronavirus and the death rate of infected patients through these energy control centers. By going through the outbreak of the new coronavirus disease, humans on Earth will realize for themselves how inefficient the communist system is in the face of the catastrophe, and they will also become keenly aware that the social system that is not operated transparently becomes completely useless in coping with a big disaster. To this end, the heaven is on its way that the heaven has set by itself through the way the heaven works. By means of the new coronavirus, the heaven is preparing for another Great Depression. The heavenly plan is underway to break down the communist system through the new coronavirus. Also, the heaven is executing the Battle of Armageddon, which the heaven has prepared for the end times through the new coronavirus. Through the new coronavirus, the consciousness of mankind, including the leaders of societies, will be awakened, and then the heaven will let them know that the end times is right before them. Finally, at the end times, the heaven will awaken the consciousness of the heavenly people and light workers. Human beings who tend to believe only what is visible or what they have experienced, or to rely on only science and technology, will experience mental panic along with mental collapse due to the new coronavirus. The new coronavirus will be the subject of fear and dread for those who have lost the heaven from their hearts, or for those who believe that the heaven does not exist and that humans do not need the heaven. Through the outbreak of the new coronavirus disease, the light workers and the heavenly people whose consciousness is being awakened now will feel how ephemeral life is and will have a good opportunity to recognize and notice that they are facing the end times. In communication with the heaven and in coordination with the heaven, I, Captain Udeka, deliver the news of the heaven. February 8th in 2020, Udeka wrote. His message was translated by Twin Flame. Thank you so much for listening.